हमारे साथ अब जुड़ गए हैं नीरज जैन, इंडिया कंट्री डायरेक्टर हैं पाथ के. Mr. Jain, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV on this program. Now, despite the government spending a good amount in programs like Mission Indra, Indradhanush, the country's immunization remains one of the lowest in the world. I want to ask you why.
So, firstly, we must accept we're a large country. Also, the baseline that we're coming from has been quite low. It's definitely, if you look at what we've achieved over the last years, and especially after the launch of Mission Indradhanush, it's actually fantastic. I mean, we have 2.7 crore children as a birth cohort every year. Reaching them, it's a large country, the population is huge, so reaching them is already a challenge. And within that reach, there are also challenges of, cultural type. There are issues about vaccine hesitancy. There are issues about gender, where we see discrimination between vaccination for boys versus girls. We see issues of discrimination by firstborn versus second, third, etc. So multiple such reasons kind of make it difficult for us to be able to get to 100%. But we are at 65%, and we're moving very quickly, and we're seeing also, to some extent, we believe that this whole conversation around COVID and how a vaccine could possibly help is also going to help us with the larger vaccination program. So we're very hopeful that we will reach hopefully close to 100% in the next years ahead. That's where we're heading.
Mr. Neeraj, PATH has supported development of many vaccines. What is PATH doing in the development of COVID vaccines, and what are the other important aspects to make sure that the vaccine reaches the last mile? After you answer this, I just want to add another portion to it, which was brought up by Sanket regarding the Indradhanush facility that the government of India does.
Sure. Thanks for that, Mr. Bachchan. Great to see you. I wish it was in person, but we'll do with this for now, and hopefully next year we'll see you in person. So PATH has been involved with the development of multiple vaccines. In fact, there are 2 rotavirus vaccines from India, which are 2 out of the 4 globally. PATH has been part of development of those. We have also been part of that's for diarrhea. We've also been part of development of the pneumococcal vaccine in the past, which is now being rolled out in India, so against pneumonia. In terms of COVID, there's a lot to be done. Firstly, there are multiple COVID vaccines, as you might have already seen, and they're coming from all over the world. There's a need for to figure out how these are going to be rolled out in terms of phase 3 trials. And I'm sure now, there used to be a time when I used to say phase 3 trials and people would ask me what that meant. But now it's all front page. So I'm presuming that the audience already knows what that is. So there are many already in development. There are going to be multiple manufacturers. There are platforms which have developed. There's a platform called COVAX, which we've also been working with, which actually has 168 countries from around the world has signed up to that, to try and provide equitable access of vaccines to the whole world. So we are part of that process. There's also this whole thing of how many vaccines when. So, a lot of people ask me, when will I get the vaccine? And I think, we did a research along with CEPI and WHO. And what we found was that by the end of 2021, we'd probably get 2 to 4 billion vaccines at a max. That's the kind of production facility. We went to 130 factories around the world, did an analysis of that, and that's what we realized. So this is going to take some time. And if you have to take 2 doses, and I know Adar Poonawalla has talked about this also, if you're going to take 2 doses and if it's going to be across the world, everybody, you're probably looking at 2024. So PATH has been involved with that, but really our focus is on equitable access. How do we make sure that those who need the vaccine gets it first? And probably people like me would be sort of standing far behind on the list in terms of getting the vaccine access.
So in addition, I just wanted to reflect on what Sanket brought up in the Indradhanush package. It's a package that contains vaccination from the part of the government on many diseases. we've been trying to push a particular disease and ask the government to pay particular attention to it, particularly hepatitis B. And it comes under the general package. Hepatitis B is something that actually needs a lot of attention, because we've discovered, and I work for it, that many a times there's a lot of discrimination that takes place, particularly amongst women. And if many women who are detected with hepatitis B are actually, sorry to say, but after marriage get thrown out of the home. In the villages, we've seen that. Women that get infected with hepatitis B are not allowed entry into certain countries. And because they fear that, you know, the children that are born will be infected and that will spread. Is there some way that some particular attention, concentrated attention, can be given to either hepatitis B as an isolated incident or some of the other more major diseases? Because unless special attention is given to them, somehow they get lost in that general package of Indradhanush.
Unfortunately, Mr. Bachchan, that is the case for many of the diseases in our country, and that's also because we have so many diseases which are still life-threatening. We're losing our under 5 children, etc. So that's, you know, rightly so, there's a prioritization that happens. But talking specifically about hepatitis, I think the larger challenge there is on diagnosis. You know, I think a lot of people are still falling off the map in diagnosis. So as our primary healthcare is getting strengthened through Ayushman Bharat, the government is working on that. As the primary healthcare gets strengthened, I think one of the most important things will be to be able to screen and test and diagnose early to be able to do an intervention. Still a long way to go, still lots to do there. But my sense is that once we're able to diagnose and once we have a list, and I must say, we've done that in the TB program, and I know you've really been supporting us as public health people in the TB program, where every TB patient is now on a database. You know, the diagnosis is actually happening even in the private sector. So if a TB patient is going to a private doctor or to a pharmacy, anywhere that they might be going, they are getting proper diagnosis and they're going into that register. So that's where we need to go with hepatitis. And I think we're on our way, but yes, you know, your voice will definitely help. So I would sort of continue to request you to keep talking about it at these kind of places. And we'll keep working on the ground on that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Singh. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Mr. Neeraj Jain, India Country Director of PATH.